Nexxlegacy.
On a night tonight like this, we got a dope interview coming. You know what I'm saying, with the producer group, the duo TrackLordz is gonna be in the house tonight. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know who the TrackLordz is, wow. I mean, they've done so much in the industry already, not just in the Bay Area, but a lot of folks. So we gonna grind out some ill joints. You know what I mean? We got a couple of tracks we gonna play. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get them on deck, and also I got a topic that I'm pretty sure people would probably want to weigh in as well. Like, my whole deal is with this industry right now. Like, I was reading something today online as far as album sales in 2010 being well, let's just keep it 100 though. I mean, the album sales tanked as far as, CD sales or whatnot. And with the CD sales tanking so heavy, and with the online sales only increasing by 1%, a lot of people was asking the question: Is the music industry dead? Like, literally, when it comes to trying to turn a profit. And by the CD sales not selling, it doesn't matter if Nicki Minaj just went platinum. It doesn't matter if Eminem went 2-3 times platinum or whatever in the year 2010. You got to factor in a lot of different things that's actually going on in the industry, as far as if you taking out loans, if you that artist, if you Nicki Minaj, and if you sold 1 million albums, okay, fine, but how much did you borrow from the company? You know what I mean? Like, your turnaround as far as your profit might not be what you expect. So with that being said, is it dead? Is this music industry dead? And when I say dead, I mean, there's a lot of people, and I'm going to read comments from a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think that this industry is just on its way down the toilet now. I mean, you're going to still have your people doing music because that's an art form. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's so many people that don't believe that this funk that we've been in for the past 10 years is going to be able to resurrect itself. So with that being said, I don't know. I mean, my whole take on it, and that's why I love to be around hip-hop heads that's been in this business for so long. There's so many people in this industry right now that want to retire or shut it down because they kind of feel like it's not going the way it should go. I heard some reports saying that Chrisette Michele, R&B singer or whatnot, is supposed to be shutting it down and not doing music no more because she did she did what she felt like she needed to do, and now she's kind of done now. So I don't know. That might be a rumor or whatever the case is. I mean, I'm just saying, in general, there's a lot of people that I know that's been in the game for years that hasn't completely, quote unquote, retired or stopped doing music, because a lot of people starting to try to figure, hey, you know what? What is there to do now? Because there's no profit from this music business. The record labels, I'm sure, is losing money. So if the record labels are losing money, then how can aspiring artists be able to get into that point so they can be able to make money and leave a legacy and do X, Y, Z, be put in that mainstream? So, we're going to discuss that as well. Like I said, we have the TrackLordz in the building. We're gonna definitely holler at them, and we definitely going to see where they at musically and what's going on with them and stuff like that, too. So we're going to be in the building tonight, heavy tonight, on Team Dime Radio, the first show of 2011. So if y'all want to call in and be part of history, the number is 347-215-8653. Press the number 1 button and go. And I got to put on the co-host, my homeboy, DJ Vito V, in the building. What's up with it, bruh? Happy New Year.
Hey, what's good, man? What's good to all the listeners, man? Happy New Year to everybody. Man, this is a special Team Dime Radio edition, first one of 011. So call in. The number is 347-215-8653. Don't forget to press the 1 button, because if you do, you won't be heard. But, yeah, man, we got the production duo TrackLordz tonight. It's going to be a real good night, real good interview. So call in and listen.
No doubt, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's gonna be a cool show. We're gonna run a bunch of tracks through, you know what I'm saying, tonight. We're gonna let it be about music, and we're gonna talk about this topic at hand. So definitely, if y'all if you're up and coming, if you're an up and coming artist that's trying to make it, or if you're an artist out there that's trying to get a deal, you know what I'm saying? My question to y'all is, why y'all trying to get a deal? Like, you know, this is an opportunity for y'all to become entrepreneurs and be bosses.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, real talk though, because you know the labels is not making no money. Like, you know, it's just like I said, if you know y'all go back and look the industry, y'all go look it up. The profit margin for these industry, for these companies, for you know, I think the only person that really turned a profit was Universal. So whoever rocking under that Universal umbrella is probably, you know, they aight. They ain't doing great, but they aight. You know what I mean? But you know, right now it's like, you know, I've really started to doubt that we can be able to recover from this whole decade of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because we spent 10 years. We spent 10 years. Hold on, real quick, Vito. We spent 10 years of doing this, the same thing. 10 years of hitting our heads against the wall so many different times. You know what I'm saying? People not trying to take this music thing serious. People taking this music thing for granted. People doing all this shit at the end of the day, and this is the end result. No profit whatsoever for a lot of these record labels. Therefore, I mean, and the reason why I'm putting this out there, Vito, is for the simple fact that, you know, there's so many people out there that love music. They love music. They love what music stands for. They love to see a music company thrive. Like when we used to talk about Motown being ill, like, you know, I would love to see Motown, you know what I'm saying, grab their artists and do X, Y, Z, and, you know what I'm saying, put that out there was real official. And you don't get that no more. You don't have nobody rooting for that Motown sound no more. You don't have nobody rooting for that, you know, for that, that Capitol Records sound or whatever it was back in the day. That was the RCA Records, and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. People don't have it. People don't feel like that no more. And to me, I think that's one of the reasons why it's a problem. Vito, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, that is a big problem, man. It's horrible for the music industry, you know, and all the hip hop heads out there, you know, and everything else. You know, with what I was gonna say, man, you know, this day and age in the music business, man, just you got to do it yourself. You feel me? Just get on your own grind, make your own company, and then sign your own artists and do your own thing. You feel me? That's where you're gonna make all the money. You know, that's where you're gonna get all your avid.
Well, let me stop you. Let me stop you right there, though. Let me stop you right there. I mean, you know, if people is expecting to make millions off of this, I'm sorry, it's not millions to be made no more. I mean, especially if you're doing it yourself. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you know what I'm saying? Your focus is to try to be as comfortable as you can. It ain't no. I mean, if you lucky, you might be able to strike some comfortability doing some of this stuff. But at the end of it, nah. Like, you know, this is, you know, people should do it for the love of it, of course. But if you could be able to make some consistent money off this thing, then do it. But there's so many people that get gassed up by the Nicki Minaj's and that, you know, by the Drakes and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? They were like, yeah, we making millions now. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. You're not.
Hey,
stop lying to yourself.
Too, man. Just do it the biggest you can. You know, do it on all outlets, man. You feel me? That's where you're going to get the millions. You know, that's when you're going to be able to help anybody you want.
2011. This is 2011, and people need to just keep it real. Like, you know, you ain't making millions. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Yeah.
You're not. You know what I mean? So as we wait for the TrackLordz, like I said, this is Team Dime Radio, first show of 2011. Brand alongside DJ Vito V. If you want to call in, the number is 347-215-8653. Press the one button if you got an opinion. And, you know what I'm saying? We just, you know, it's 2011. This is the year to keep it real. You know what I mean? So we might as well just go ahead and do it. You know? Hit it up with Gab to start off this dang show. You know what I mean? Gab, what it do? Happy New Year, baby.
Happy 011. Shit, what's poppin'? What it do, Vito?
Yeah, what's up? What's good, man?
Shit, same old. Hey, but Brandon.
What's up with it?
I don't know, man. They know that G shit was hard as fuck, my nigga.
Gab, you stupid, bro. You stupid. Not only that, Gab, what's wrong with your phone, dude? Your phone's having technical difficulties, bro.
Yeah, it is.
But hold that thought. You know what I mean? Let me put this 510 caller in the building tonight on Team Dime Radio with your host, Brand DJ Vito V. Who this? Welcome to the show.
What up with it, man? It's TrackLordz, baby.
Hey, what's up, baby? What's up with it? TrackLordz in the building.
Was I supposed to wait? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, so
you did it righteous, bro. You hit that number one button, baby. We rock it now. We rock it now.
I've been on hold I've been listening to y'all for like about 5 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't heard me over there do my whole presentation right here on Team Dime Radio, baby, just spitting the game. And before I even get into the history of TrackLordz and all that shit, bro, like, you know what I mean? What's your opinion on this whole deal, man? You didn't heard what me and Vito was talking about. What's your opinion on this whole thing?
I mean, y'all said a lot, but I think that some things I agree with you on. Some things I really don't. I think it's a good period in music right now because, you know, you got to destroy and rebuild sometimes. I mean, because you got to think, like, right now, record sales is down and this and that, but who should be selling? You know what I'm saying? Like, in your opinion, you can't. In my opinion, the people that's still moving units like M, the real artists, Jay, Wayne,
right?
Those are the better artists. You know what I'm saying? We got to a point where we started thinking that the snap your finger type of music or the Lottie Dottie type of rap was supposed to feed us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now we in a position now where we see that that's not going to work because kids, contrary to popular belief, they may determine who's popular, but they don't determine who eats because most kids don't buy music. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you think about them.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? The people that's really selling, they have a more mature fan base. You know what I'm saying? If you 25 and up, you probably still buy CDs. If you're 25 and under, you're not really buying CDs like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And that's the problem. It's like people, even in R&B, if you look at the Mary J. Blige could not really even have a hit, but she's still going to do gold or better because her fan base is more mature and they still buy CDs. Where these young artists like Sierra, her fan base is children, kids, young girls. So she come out with 30 pounds in the first week because you never really had a strong fan base of financial support. You had hype, you know what I'm saying, but you didn't have a financial fan base like that. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have a hit record versus to have fans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you look at, like, Monica, for instance. Monica came out the game and ain't had a record out in hella long. Put out an album, sold 300-something thousand records. That ain't a lot of records, but just think, that's still more than the quote-unquote hit people. The good,
no, you're right about that.
Sierra and them. You know what I'm saying?
But check it out, though. Like, what you said, especially about Monica, is like, she's kind of caught in between the golden ages, quote unquote, of what people still was gravitating to versus, putting out an album right here in 2000. Well, in this case, she put out an album in 2010, I believe. So, she's kind of like that. She's kind of like that crossover between, what music stood for, and a lot of people think the best decade of music was the 90s. You know what I mean? So she was caught up in there. So, you still have that nostalgia, so to speak, about that whole deal right there with Monica, though. You feel me?
Right. But that's the whole point, though. It's like the artists of today are not capturing that type of loyalty because they making fast food music. You know what I'm saying? And you were talking about even like Chrisette Michele, for instance. Like, Chrisette Michele is a dope-ass singer. Like, she's one of the best singers in the game.
Hell yeah.
But look, but peep this, though. She makes weak albums. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, her album, musically, that music ain't good. Nobody's beating that out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. It's like, so if you want to quit. But it's your fault. Don't act like, or even Jasmine Sullivan, for instance. Jasmine Sullivan came out with her first album, dope album. She had an authentic sound that fit her voice. You know what I'm saying? Right. They made a hit by throwing Missy on there, but it still was kind of like something new. The Lauryn Hillish, soulful, boom, there you go. That works with your voice. But then she comes back on the next album, she's trying to be, doing stuff with Khaled and all these other people over these runners. I love the runners. They dope to me, but that don't fit you. You know what I'm saying? And you went gold the first time. What are you doing? Build upon your fan base, you know what I'm saying, and take your career to walk your own path. But she got off her path, and then everybody wants to complain. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come you having a gold album didn't signify to you that you was dope, that you was on the way to being the next you? You feel me? But you want to do something else, so sit down now. You feel me? That's the way I look at it.
I feel you, man, because to me, I always feel like, to me, there's a lot of people that sell their soul. When I say sell their soul, I'm talking about they will change lanes in a heartbeat. You may start out the gate doing your brand of music, but then, somebody is in your ear telling you should do this a certain way, and that's killing the game if you ask me, bro. Like, that's a problem in itself, and that will be the fact that there's no industry record label outside of Universal, when I looked it up, that made a substantial profit in 2010. You're gonna always have that. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's definitely true.
But think about this, like even from the Bay. I'm from the Bay. Think about this. If you go back to the 90s, everybody in the Bay was different. Too Short didn't rap like Spice. Spice didn't rap like 40. 40 didn't rap like Drew Down. Drew Down didn't rap like Mac Mall. Everybody was themselves. The Loonies was their own self. Digital Underground was their own self. And then but see what happened was, we said we'll have a movement, a hyphy movement. And we all gonna rap the same. We're gonna have the same type of music, we're gonna have the same everything, and it kills us.
Same dance.
You know what I'm saying?
Same style.
Same dance.
Same clothes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, we don't all talk the same. We don't all think the same. Music can't be a movement, dude. It has to be. Music is art. And it has to be, and you have to take it as a personal expression. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was they also devalued the people that was really good at it. It devalued 40, in my opinion. I'm not disappointed that 40's my dude. We said the same manager. I've known him for years and years and years and years, and I love E40.
Yeah, that's family. That's family, no doubt.
You devalue 40 by mimicking him. If it's him and then a bunch of people under him talking the same, it takes away from the value of him. And I can say this because me and him have talked about this. So it ain't nothing that he ain't never heard me say. So
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point is like, man, if you really want to win and you really want to be able to make money in this music business and rebuild the music industry, it's going to come from people being artists again. You know what I'm saying? People walking their own path and bringing something creative to the game. Because you think about it, it's always, as far as making money goes, from the beginning of time, it's all the deck has been stacked against artists versus the label. The average artist contract back in the day was you getting 8, 12, 16%. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And everything that they did for you was recoupable back to you. You feel what I'm saying? So it was never a time where, the artist was getting hella money off their albums unless you was a Tupac or somebody who sold millions and millions of records. Once you get past a million or two, that's when you start seeing money. But if you was a gold artist, or you was never gonna see no money, real money off you was gonna get another budget. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
$600,000 up front for your next album, but you was never gonna see no real dough like that. And that's in the history of music. So
speak on it,
that
bro.
kind of stuff don't really bother me. You know what bothers me is the fact that we don't got artists standing up and saying, hey, I'm an individual. You know what I'm saying? This is what I bring to the table. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's what Pac did. That's what Biggie did. That's what 40 did. Think about it, man. When 40 came, everybody that's great, peep this. I know I'm doing a lot of damn talking, but the point is everybody that's great as an artist was an individual. Who was E40 before E40? Nobody. Who was the Fugees before the Fugees? I can remember people used to be like, man, you can't have no band in hip-hop. You can't do this. You can't do that. And they did it anyway.
Exactly.
Who was Snoop before Snoop?
Nobody.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a few artists you could point to. You could say, well, 50 kind of reminded me of Ja Rule. Jay kind of took Nas and Biggie and mixed it together in his own thing. Or whatever. I mean, there are, like, certain instances where you can kind of point to this or that, but I guarantee you, man, most great artists were innovators. They weren't the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like Spice One, like when he first came, who was gangster rapping from the Bay like Spice was?
Not like nobody. Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing is that, but we got a lot of artistic cowards out here, man. That's the problem. It's like everybody just wants to fit in. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm going to tell you something, man.
And that's going to be the downfall at the end of the day. Now here's my deal. This we got the TrackLordz in the building, Team Dime Radio in the house. And before I'm gonna actually put it out there, where we gonna tell the folks a little bit about you and what you're doing right now, though. But what you just said has been something I've been saying for years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Picasso, he painted his own picture. He didn't ask. He didn't have Picasso. Like, Picasso didn't try to, copy his artistic style off of somebody else. He made his art his own.
Yes, sir.
And that's my thing. That to me, I think that's what's lacking right now. Like if you paint a picture, paint it yourself. Don't try to copy off. You know, okay, I want to go ahead and paint this house like the homie right next door to me did, and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? That's come on, man. That's not the way to do it. You're not gonna succeed if you don't try to, like you said, bro, be an innovator. You know what I mean? So you know that's off top that's that thing right there. But hey. Right. Tell the people a little bit about the TrackLordz, man. Like, you know, just cool. And before you do, bro, like, how you gonna be in you know, from the haystack, bro? You need to come holler at your boy. We probably neighbors.
It's all good.
You know what I mean? Like
haystack. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, yeah, man. We neighbors, boy. No. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, hey, did my number come up on the caller ID?
Yeah.
Write it down and let's do it.
Hey.
You feel me?
Yeah. Tell people a little bit about you, bro.
You know, I've been around as BlackJack for a while. You know what I'm saying? I was like the first like teenage producer. Like, you know, you look at the Droopies and the little young dude that's making beats. Like I was one of the first cats to do that with Spice One back in the day. Like I was one of the producers that produced. You know, I actually produced Welcome to the Ghetto for Spice One. And at that time, I was around 16. You know what I'm saying? And then I did 2 other cuts on that first Spice One album, that Money Gone and F's in the Game. Then, you know, from there, we had just a working relationship where, you know, I was one of his primary producers from, you know, the Wayne 70 Road. I did that. You know, the Strap on the Side. It Just Got Me Strapped with him and Tupac. Like, I was one of the main producers for Spice. I don't think no one individual producer produced Spice as much as I did. You know what I'm saying? Like American Nightmare, I produced him I did like 8 or 9 cuts with him and Pac, him and Method Man, all that stuff. And I also did some stuff with you know, 40 before, and I did some stuff with MCA. You know, I was really doing a lot of work, heavy in the night.
Let me stop you right there, bro. Hey, we probably crossed paths a couple of times because, you know, Spice is my nig, bro. Like that's my boy. So, you know, we probably crossed paths like plenty of times, boy. Like, seriously, like, this is homecoming for you, man. Like, you should have been here when I first started, but I'm glad you're here right now. You dig?
Yeah, we are.
You know, whatever you need me, man, to do anything, man, I'm with it, man. You know, I'm a people's person, man. You know, I'm with it. But so that's how we initially started doing that kind of stuff. It was just me as BlackJack. You know, I have my own little albums out too. I did a compilation with Tommy Boy. It had Biggie on there. I was one of the first producers to really work with Big and Pac. You know what I'm saying? We had the Loonies on there. You know, Spice, all the people that I was really affiliated with. You know, so I did that for a while. Then, you know, like I said, I was really young though during those years. So then, you know, life kind of caught up with me a little bit. So, you know, I ended up having kids and went back to school, went to college, and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of put the music aside for a second, and then I met up with this young dude named Jay Gunner, and he kind of just wanted me to help him, like school him, mentor him, like, you know, as a veteran to a young dude. And you know, I was so impressed with what he was doing. You know, I was like, you know, we need to just do this to work together. And then TrackLordz was born maybe like 4 years ago, something like that. And then for a while we you know, did the A&R thing. We did some stuff. You know, we was working with this dude named Riggs Morales over there at Shady, and trying to get some shit cracking away from the Bay. But, you know, we was always Bay at heart. Cause I was one of the architects of that Bay sound in the 90s. So at that point we decided, well, we need to return to our roots, and we did a Duffel Bag Music album and just got everybody on it. Excuse me. You know, 40, you know, whoever, you know, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Irk the Jerk, Neo the Gift, you know, your boy, Big Rich, you know, everybody, basically. You know, so I think everybody was on there except for...
Can't you, brother? Don't let me interrupt, man, but you can still go cop that shit, can't you?
Yeah. It's on iTunes, everything, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, there we
go.
And
we got that record, it was pretty big, called, you know, Can't Go, with Jimmy Rain and Jacka and Balance. You know what I'm saying? It did real good in the radio, especially in Sac.
Oh yeah. That's another affiliate. Balance and J Rain, boy, that's family right there, man. Family.
Yeah, so, and then we did some stuff with Balancer, that We All In with him and Freeway and J-Rod. And, we did numerous songs with Balancer. That's my peoples, you know what I'm saying? I highlight them all the time. And as far as Jimmy Rain goes, we did the single when she had dropped her, not the album that's out right now, the one right before that All On Me. I don't know if you ever heard that. We did that.
Come on, man. All On Me. That's on the Pretty Girl joint, bruh. Come on now.
Yeah. We did that.
Come on. You are from the Bay, baby. We got to bang that. Hey, but Jay Rayno, I know. Especially you worked with her before, but I know she's one of those. I mean, she's kind of like you, but let me put it out there because I know Vito got questions and stuff like that too. But I've always admired your tracks. Like everything you kind of break it down right here, bruh, was stuff that I knew. So, when I hollered at your peoples and I was like, hey, you know what? You got to, get these people on my show. You know what I mean? I want to tell you from the work that you've done, and I know you're still doing music, so, your work is not done yet. But I appreciate all the shit that you've done from day one, bruh. Like, I've been a fan of your style, your production skills, everything that you do, bruh. I mean, not just spice stuff, you know what I mean? Everything you touch, bruh, like, seriously. So, like real talk.
You know what's crazy, though, man? I appreciate that, and that's what we do it for, though. Like, the thing about it is, man, it's like, it's nothing better to do music that you believe in, that you love, and to get somebody else who you ain't never met before, nothing in person, and be like, you know what? I was digging that, man. When I was riding in my car the other day, I was feeling this, or whatever. It's like, because music to me, man, is a soundtrack to your life. You know what I'm saying? It's
no doubt.
When somebody is, that's a blessing as an artist for somebody to take your music and apply that to their life. You feel what I'm saying? Their mood, because music affects your mood, it affects your thought process a lot of times, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could be at a party, the party could be weak, you could be down, certain song come on, change your whole mood. You up and ready. You feel what I'm saying? Or you could be with your girl chilling, you hear that right song, and it puts you even more to mood. You feel what I'm saying? Like music is an asset, man. So it's a privilege for somebody to even, as an artist, for somebody to even allow that to happen, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do it for. It's all about that, it's all about getting a reaction, and, and so like I said, when anybody tells me, man, they like anything that I ever did, it's like, it's all worth it then. Like through all the trials and tribulations in the music business and all the ups and downs and the false starts, it's when people tell you that they love what you do, man, or even halfway liked it. That's good enough for me. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, that's so. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't none of us where we want to be yet. You dig what I'm saying? So until we get there, I accept any crumb of a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still striving, man. Because like I said, I'm a veteran in the game, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't old like that. Like I said, I was a kid when I first started, so I still got dreams. I still got places I want to be. You feel me? And And wherever you're gonna go, man, where you've been is the foundation of where you're gonna go, and how people think of you and how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Because it could just be a kind word from somebody about your music to somebody else to get them to even the right person to even pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right about that. Go ahead, Vito. Talk about your question, man.
I got a question for you, TrackLordz, man. Basically, with all these big music labels and how they take, all their independent artists' money and all their artists that they got on the roster, they really don't pay them shit to do shit, man. Right. What would you do if you owned a record company? How would you run it? Would you do it differently?
The same way. This is a business, baby. This is what I think, man. I just think that a lot of people romanticize it, and they think that the record label is there for them. But the record label is in this game for themselves. But you should be in the game for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like the same thing like the LeBron James thing. Everybody got mad at LeBron James because he wanted to go somewhere else, and like he owed it to Cleveland. Man, come on, blood. You're not in this. When I wake up in the morning, dude, and I do music, I'm not in this for the record label. I don't give a damn what they think. I don't give a damn if they eating or not. I'm trying to eat. And if we can eat together, cool. You know what I'm saying? I think that, like, you ain't stupid, man. You know that deal you signed. And if you sign a deal that pays you X amount of money when you was broke, and you got to be man enough to accept it. Now, I know I'm a rare person to feel this way, but the fact remains I do. You know, when you broke and they come and change your life and they give you $100,000, you know what I'm saying, and you couldn't even pay your damn rent, they give you $100,000 and they say, hey, you know, I'm going to take care of you, give me your music, blah, 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 and then you live off of that, you create off of that, and then you turn around and be like, well, it ain't fair now, but now you're famous. You know, now you have ability to start your own company. Now you have the ability to sign other artists. You have ability to do shows. You have ability to do all kind of things that was not available to you before. I just feel like a lot of people, they complain about the wrong thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying, and if you hot enough, it's like when I was on Tommy Boy, Coolio was on Tommy Boy. Like, and he had signed a BS deal, but he had started selling a lot of records. People get that, right? But you know what he did? He renegotiated. He made them. You need my album. You need my album now. I feed everybody around here. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to renegotiate for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's you said it's sports all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, you know, I know I got 3 years left on my deal, but I'm hot. If you ain't hot, I'm going to tell you, the bottom line is I'm saying a lot of stuff to say this. If you hot enough, you can change your situation. You know what I'm saying? If you're a mediocre artist, and I've never been a dominant artist. Like when I was on Tommy Boy, I had a publishing deal with Zomba and all that. I never had enough power or say to renegotiate my deal. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. But that, you know, if I had, I could have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna tell you something,
so
brother.
it's really it's all in your hands. If you shining and you making money, dude, you gonna get paid. If you're a mediocre artist, then you gotta be happy. Then be happy. Why not be happy, blood? You couldn't put that record out on your own. Like I heard you talking earlier about, you know, artists not messing with labels. But my thing is, how you gonna promote an art? Like if you wanna have a hit record, a true hit, like okay, you can take a record like the ROD record, you know what I'm saying, or some of the other records. Like you know why nothing came about on a national level from that record? Because to have a true hit record, it has to be played on more than one station. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be playing in Kenya, you gotta be playing in LA, wherever that kind of record could get played, it needs to be played there. And if you are broke, let's just be real, most of these cats is broke. If you ain't got no money, you ain't gonna be able to make that happen. That's where the record label comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it funky. You cannot market and promote your record to different regions unless you a dope boy, and that's not even popping in the streets. Niggas ain't even really making no money like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to even with that. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is, you need a record label, bud. You don't got the money like that to really succeed. You have to market and promote yourself on a national level. The dream has never been for us to be local heroes. Well, not for me. And most artists I know. Our dream is we need to be on BET. We need to be on MTV. We need to be on doing national things. That's where the money is, international. 50 and they're still eating right now because they can go to England and do shows and go to Germany and wherever, you know, Russia and all that stuff, even though they ain't hot here. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, and that's the whole point is that this is music is supposed to be about gaining fans and growing and getting bigger. You know, every year you should be able to look at your career and say, I've expanded. I can now do things this year that I couldn't do last year. If you still doing the same old things, playing the same old little Bay clubs, with the same old rappers, the same old compilations, that's why we didn't do Duffel Bag Music too. Because I'm like, well, I mean, I got everybody on that record. It did what it did. Why the hell would I do that again? Why? You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense.
You're
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're right.
You know, and that's my thing
brother.
is,
you know, I'm gonna explain how I actually run things, man. I actually run Made Legendary Records, and guess what? How I do it is not how everybody else does it. You feel me? I do it. We're a family. You feel me? If I make money, they get a cut, man. The same cut as I get. You know, nobody gets different shit. You know, they all get. You know, we're building from ground up. So I'm basically putting a lot of money into it. You know, they're doing their thing. You know, I got Shaq Beats on production. You know, and then I got 3 artists. I got 2 groups and 1 artist, D-Plus. You know, so basically it's just a family thing. You know, you can't cheat your artists out of their money. You know what I'm saying? I actually get the beats arranged from Shaq Beats. I get them made. I get them specified to what they want, and then they do the thing on it. You feel me? And basically, You know, that's how I run things. I promote, I advertise for them, you know, and do everything that a manager and the owner of a business should do. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be in it to take all the money. You feel me? It's for everybody. I'm here to eat, but I want them to eat at the same time I'm eating.
Right, but my point is this though: you saying you honor the deal that you put forth to them, right, man? What if one of them artists says, well, you know, I know it was 50-50 before, but I'm high in the streets now, and I don't actually technically need you, so I want 70%.
Yeah,
right.
I want 8%.
That's not how it is, man. That's not how family works, man.
Hold on, real quick. Let me say this though. Hey, hold on. Let me say this though, real quick. That what you saying, Vito. I feel what you saying. Hey, BlackJack, I feel you on that. And let me say this, like to me, in life, it's gonna happen. You're gonna renegotiate your life moves regardless. The hotter you get, the more you like. You know what? I need to pad my legacy. I need a legacy I need to build. So everybody's going to renegotiate their contract eventually. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Family or not. There's family members that, that works with a certain company that we have family business. They want more money. You know what I'm saying? Because they brought a hot product.
But we all get the same. You feel me? That's how it is, man. That's why they understand so much. It's because everybody's getting the same. It's not about who's getting more money and who's getting more cars or who's getting more jewelry. It's more of a family type of business. You feel me? Everybody gets the same piece, so nobody's jealous of each other. You feel me?
But that's a beautiful thing, though. You have a rare situation. I mean, if you have that understanding with a group of people and that's how it stays, that's beautiful, man. I would love to be in a situation like that. I'm just saying, me personally, I ain't never been in a situation like that lasted forever. Like, it starts out that way, but usually at some point, you know what I'm saying, somebody start acting up. And sometimes that person was me. I ain't going to lean in front. Sometimes I may be the guy acting up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it may be somebody else. But like I said, if you got that type of situation cracking, man, I applaud it. I mean,
I appreciate that, man. That's what other, record company owners need to strive for. You feel me? They need to be more one with their artists, man. I talk to a lot of my artists like sometimes 4 or 5 times a day. You feel me? I'm always working with these guys to perfect what they got and really do it to the fullest. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
But you know what? Here's my deal. Here's my deal before we play one of these classic tracks from my man BlackJack of the TrackLordz got. Here's my train of thought when it comes to that. Like Black said, it's you got to be really, really lucky to keep a group. Exactly. Because as we know, Black, there's so many groups out there, from the New Editions to the Jodeci's to the Invokes to the this to the that. There's always going to be one person that want to be the lead. So if I'm going to be the lead, well, hey, it's going to be time. It's time for me to, branch out and go solo. You know what I mean? It's
like this. Everybody groups that break up to stay together. Put like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the same. And that's the same with
Child to whatever.
Yeah, and that's the same with everybody. I mean, labels is the same thing. It's not as close knit. I mean, even the station that I have right now that I'm running. You know what I'm saying? Even this thing, is if somebody wants to branch out, my whole deal is, hey, you know what? I got a big opportunity at this X amount of group I'm making. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna send you on your way. Good luck. No hate whatsoever. You know what? You got that opportunity because you shine, and now that you shining, your wings, you got your wings, baby. Go. You know what I mean? So that's how it's supposed to be.
But guess what? That's how it's supposed to be. Brandon, if I was to get something bigger, if I was to look for another job in hosting, on a radio station or DJing on a radio station, it wouldn't. I'd still be with you. You feel me? I'd still be on your station.
No doubt. I mean, but what I'm saying is this: is each boss. I mean, everybody. You try to create. You try to be a boss to create other bosses. So if there's other bosses out there, if there's other bosses in general that need to shine, that feels like they kind of cooped up and they need to go breathe, then go breathe. I'm gonna help you breathe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, I think that's the strength of a leader. The strength of a leader is to help other people learn how to lead. And then once you lead, your loyalty is still going to be able to stay there. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, and that's just what record labels is too. You know, in Black, I feel you. What you say is like, you know, hey, if your stock's rising, you have every opportunity to go renegotiate your contract and see what's happening, to get a bigger piece of the pie, like Coolio did. You know what I'm saying? I can respect what that dude did because, hey, his stocks was up there. So, hey, let me renegotiate.
But the thing about, all I'm trying to say, like, I agree, everything you're saying is 100% what I'm saying, but also, it's just like, music ain't no different than life, man. You could be in a relationship with a female and be like, hey, I do everything for you. I treat you this way. I treat you that way. I love you, girl. I never will hurt you, blah, 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 blah. But she's her own person. You just, and just because you may say A, B, C, and D and do A, B, C, and D, don't mean she'll respond to you that way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't sit or talk for somebody else.
Sorry for interrupting, man, but what artists do, you're supposed to let them do what they want to do. You're not supposed to control the way they rap, the way they do the things on their own tracks. You feel me? It's their name. You know, the album name. If they want whatever they want, that's what they get. You feel me?
Yeah,
it's not like, I'm gonna tell you to do this A, B, and Z, or A, B, and C. And
hey, I gotta say this though. I disagree. But I'm a producer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a record label. So I get what you're saying from a record label standpoint. That's fine. But as a producer, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes what you thinking is working ain't working. And sometimes what you trying to mimic, because especially nowadays, dude, these artists, you trying to feel like, okay, I want to do a song like Drake. But you can't do it like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that, bro. I wish you could. I really do. It would sound great. I get it, but it ain't working. You know what I'm saying? You know, or whatever. Or you might come across some cats that think they hella lyrical. Like, oh, I'm hip-hop. And you're like, all right, well, let's do some hip-hop stuff. But then they got ABC Soulja Boy raps. No, blood, you're not hip-hop. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's not, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a producer, that is like one of my pet peeves is like, blood, we're going to do this together, man. You hired me to do a job, and my job is to conduct this session. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, sometimes it's, you know, to get out the way. Sometimes it could be you got an artist, they doing something, you like, hey, that's hot, that's fire, I like what you're doing, and you got to let your ego say, hey, I don't need to say nothing right here because that's really working, and I want to win, so let me just shut up. But then sometimes it's the reverse. You got to be like, hey, I got to rock the boat here. So I've given you an opportunity to do this, and it sounds like crap. So, no, let's start from scratch, rewrite that. The hook is terrible. No. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, especially with the younger cats, man, because they're not trained. You know, if you look at, I don't know how old your artists are, but a lot of these younger dudes,
I got a 20-year-old artist, man, you know, 23, 25, and then I actually got a 16-year-old Shaq Beats. He's the producer of our shit, so.
Yeah, but see, sometimes in those situations, you know, it's been my experience. Like I said, I don't know them cats. I haven't heard this stuff. I'm looking forward to hearing this stuff, though. But the thing about it is that a lot of young people they didn't grow up on music. They grew up on rap. So that helps them that they are current, but somehow it limits what they actually can do. You
Amen, bro. Amen. Preach, baby. Wow.
You know. You know, so you have to be able to...
that's real talk because you know what? You know what you said, bro, right there is, man, I feel that because there are so many kids out here that listen to rap, but they don't listen to music. I don't know. You put that in better terms than I would probably ever put it in life going forward. You know what I mean? That's what people tend to forget. I mean, I swear, because that's how it is, and I'm passionate about music. I mean, you know, every genre of music has touched my life in a certain way. You know what I mean? Not just rap. You know what I mean? Like, you know, not just R&B or soul or jazz or pop or, you know what I'm saying, rock or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you know, certain songs from certain artists will grab my attention. And that's how it's supposed to be. People need to pay attention to that.
Yeah, and also,
you know what I mean?
Like, I seen an interview, and I agree with you 100%. All my whole life I've listened to all kinds of music, man. Like, you know, it's just, you know, I just love music, period. And that's what hip-hop used to be. It used to be a mix of everything. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a bunch of keyboard beats and 808 stuff like that, which I'm not hating on that because some of that's good, but it used to be, even if you look at the NWA and all them, and they took from all kinds, a lot of that music you think is just R&B, but it ain't. Some of that is rock, some of that is jazz, some of that is all kinds of music mixed in there, which gave it that
country.
It was way open. You know what I'm saying? Country, exactly. But my point is, I was watching an interview with the dude from the New Boys, the You a Jerk dudes, right? So the dude said, like, that You a Jerk beat was like the second beat he ever made. And they said that like that was tight. And I guess on one end you can say that's tight because he made hit record, second time out. But the question is, will you ever be able to do it again?
Exactly.
Because you don't even know what the hell you did.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have no musical training, but so let me see you do it again. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, you ain't lying, bro.
Yeah.
And it's all about leaving that legacy too. Like, you know, if lightning struck right here, I guarantee if you got that, if you really got that in you to do it, lightning will strike again. Trust me, it will be done.
I was just watching this thing on Jay-Z, man, on the Oprah Winfrey on the Oprah Winfrey Network. It's this thing on Jay-Z, which was shocking to me in itself. But
no doubt,
that's what he was talking about, man. He was saying that, you know, anybody can be hot for a minute. If you do it for one album, 2 albums, you was hot. But to be great and be legendary, man, you got to be able to do it over time. And that's why I put Jay high up in my favorite rappers of all time. Now, maybe 10 years ago, I wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, you cool. I love you. I love some of your songs, but, whatever. I would never put him in the category of a Big or a Pop or nothing like that at that point.
Right.
To be able to say, man, I'm a relevant rapper in 2011.
Right.
That's something. That's something.
No, especially where he came from, like, you know, when he started off in the 90s, and he still got that longevity, and he still, you know, you're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, that's what, I remember when they had the little music conferences back in the day, they had one called the Gavin. And I remember right around the time my album was dropping, like, Jay only had out that first single, I'm off Presidents Represent Me, blah, 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 but he wasn't really nobody. And you remember a producer, I don't know how old y'all is, but y'all remember a rapper, a producer named Lord Finesse?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how old you, but you could be 25, bro. I know.
Hey, I'm 32, baby. I'm 32, boy. Yeah, you know, Lord Finesse, come on, man. Like, word. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
so Lord
sir.
Finesse was on the label with me at that time, right? So we in Atlanta, Jay-Z and them walking around, they got their little Letterman coats on, the Rockefeller coats, and Lord Finesse was like, you know, man, you know, that's Jay-Z. He ain't gonna, I don't see it. I don't believe in him, this and that. And I remember that day, just, you know, from him just walking around with these Letterman jackets on with all these fools looking like, you know, like not really looking like too much. You know what I'm saying? I can't even front. To what he is now, man, is an incredible thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Incredible.
I mean, to me,
you know what I'm saying?
And I said it on another show that we was doing. I was like, you know, dude's business savvy. I feel like, you know, especially turning what he started from to what he's got now. You know what I'm saying? It's probably some of the most greatest things that a rapper could do, leaving a legacy like he's leaving right now. You know what I mean? Business wise, is unparalleled. Nobody can really touch this dude.
Yeah, and that's not Beyonce. Don't leave that out.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. You know. Hey, you know, you got that baby girl on his arm too.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it no different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the few cats where you can look at their career and be like, hey, you know, that's the one I would like to have. You know. So,
exactly.
You know,
exactly.
It is what it is.
Nah, you on point.
You know,
you on point. Team Dime Radio, BlackJack of the TrackLordz in the building, Brand in the building, DJ Vito V in the building. I know we got callers and listeners, but we gonna run this track, you know what I'm saying, featuring Mess Friday night. You know what I mean? I know, man, tell people a little bit about that joint, bro.
Yeah, man, that was just another little, actually was on Double Bag Music too, you know what I'm saying? It was a little joint that we put together with Alan Anthony and them, another legend. Actually, Alan Anthony used to be on Jay-Z label, you know what I'm saying, back in the day with Chris John. My boy Balance and Big Rich, you know, just the family, getting together, trying to make something, man, you know.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of them ill joints. Hey, it may not be Friday night on the West Coast. I know it is on the East Coast. So this one, I know y'all East Coasters gonna feel this one right here. We're gonna be right back in the building alongside DJ Vito V. We got the guest of honor, BlackJack of the TrackLordz, rocking it heavy, doing what we do. We got an hour strong to go. Hey, if y'all want to call in and be part of history, the number's 347-215-8653. Press 1 and go. Hey, y'all can't tell me that thing don't slap. Boy, that thing go heavy. That thing go heavy.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, that thing go, boy. Like, you said that was going to be on that second one, right?
Say what else?
You said that thing was going to be on the second one to the little compilation thing?
That was on our album. It was on Duffel Bag Music, and then we let Balance and Big Rich use it for the Balance and Big Rich album too. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you ever heard the Balance and Big Rich album, half that was Duffel Bag Music, basically.
Gotcha. Okay. There you go.
But it's good though, because like I said, Balance is my, we family, man. That's my boy, man. We real.
Shout out to Balance.
Who's your favorite producer, man? Who's your favorite producer in the game? I mean, who would you like to work with?
I mean, all
besides the TrackLordz. Besides the TrackLordz.
Yeah, besides I'm about to say all time me, but no. You gotta say Dre, man. Like, for me, if to be honest, like straight up, if it wasn't for Dre, I wouldn't even be doing music. Like, I met him when I was a kid, man. Like, I used to rap, and I never had nobody to do my beats. You know what I'm saying? So I used to just do the beats for us and little crews I was in, just because we always was looking up to like, other, Dre and all them. Like, I could never sound like that. So it was like always. It was always like my dream, like to sound or to be as good as Dre was to me. Like, I never got there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've never reached that yet. But he's always been like the producer that kind of like I aspire to be like, not sound wise. Like, I don't, want to have the same sound as him, but just the quality, just the impact. Cause I can remember, man, when I was a kid, when that NWA dropped, when I was a little kid, man, I was like in elementary school or junior high or something like that. I was real young, man. But that blew my mind. That was like on the do bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was. It just always, like, no other producers ever really touched me like that on an emotional level. Like, so Dre, I would have to say that. But recently, like, the last few years, I have become a fan of producers like the Justice League. I really love what the Justice League do. I'm a big Just Blaze fan.
Right.
Kanye, I on production, and I love the creativity of Kanye. Like, he would stretch the boundaries of stuff and get away with it. He could do stuff that nobody else could get away with, production-wise, and it would just work for him. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of cats out there. I listen to production first.
What do you think of Lex Luger, man? Sorry to interrupt, but what do you think of Lex Luger from the Brick Squad?
I don't know, man. I have to say, when I first heard Lex Luger, I was like, man, he got something going here. But I'm starting to hear a lot of this stuff starting to sound the same to me. You know what I'm saying? But as a producer, I know what that is, though. People want a certain sound from you. And he probably has a lot of other kind of music, but they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want Big Meats, Larry Hoover, I want that. So he's kind of pigeonholed. He's kind of being pigeonholed right now, I feel. Like, I don't know the cat or nothing, but I feel like that. So I couldn't really, the jury's really out on that until I feel like he gets to work with different artists and really branch out and show me what he can show, what else he's gonna do besides that that same feel. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely, man, when I heard BMF, don't get it twisted. That that still gets played in my ride today. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no doubt.
That gets a lot of play. You know what I'm saying? And even some of the stuff he did with a Waka Flocka, that I'm Hard to Paint. He did that, right? Hard to Paint. Yeah, that Hard to Paint. I love that. That's another one of the little joints I love. But in the end, I had to say I'm a melodic dude. Like, I'm
you
old
play
enough.
Instruments, man? Do you actually play instruments? Actually, does that help you with your beats, your beat production?
Yeah. I mean, I would say I'm a keyboardist more than anything. You know, we play keyboards. You know, like nowadays, a lot of stuff. You know, it might sound like a live bass or a guitar, but it's really coming from the keyboard. But you know, so yeah. But for me, when I say that, I don't mean it has to be live play. Like, it could be a sample, or it could be something that has a melodic texture to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I listen for. I listen for an emotion. And going back to Lex Luger, you know, the BMF, that got emotion. Hard in the Paint does have emotion. Like, man, I would take your head off, get out of my face. Like, you know, you feel that when you hear that. So, you know what I'm saying? And so I love it. I love it because I just want to feel something. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, when I say I'm a music, I look for stuff that, you know, if I'm with my girl, I mean, you know, I come from the era, you know, we from the West Coast, so we ride, we in our cars. We ain't in the East Coast, they listen to headphones, they on the train. We in the car, man. I got to be able to feel more than just, you know, if you listen too much damn Lex Luger in your car, man, you're going to crash it, man. It's too different. You know what I'm saying? When you coming back to your girl house, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're trying to get to the house, man, I want to hear something a little more smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, BlackJack, with Dre being one of your producer heroes, what's your opinion about the Kush track featuring Akon and Snoop that's out there that's part of that Detox roll?
Mix-wise, man, it's incredible. I don't know, man. I just, when I heard it, it kind of made me feel like, I don't know, like you know, I feel like that song could have came out 5 years ago. I really felt like, I mean, not to sound like I'm hating on somebody who are just doing too much talking.
Right.
I love Dre. So I mean, so if he ever hears this, let me just say, Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of yours. So, you know, with that being said, it kind of was, you know, I didn't know why it took so long to get that single. You know what I'm saying? And what is up with the dude singing like Nate Dogg? That's not Nate Dogg. That's some other dude.
That's not Nate Dogg. No.
That's not Nate Dogg.
Definitely not Nate Dogg.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of things I kind of scratched my head on it, like, okay. But, you know, I read an interview with Dre, and he was very much, he's adamant saying that's not indicative of what Detox is going to sound like or the subject matter of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, I really believe in Dre. And, you know, I'm a Dre fan. I can actually say I am a Dre fan. And it really don't matter, let me just cut to the chase. It don't matter what it sounds like, I'm still going to buy it. So, you know, it is what it is. But I am hoping that it goes into more current and more, you know, different directions that I haven't heard before.
Yeah, and that was my thing too. I mean, what you grabbed out of there was the same thing that I grabbed myself. Like, I feel like, you know, that could have been out 5 years ago, and it kind of it kind of gives you a 90s vibe, but at the same time, I was looking, you know, with Dre, he's an innovator, so, you know, you don't want it, you don't want it to sound like, you know, 90, 92, 93. You want it to sound like 2020. You know what I mean? 2030.
Right.
You feel me? Like, you know, something futuristic, some way out there. Right.
You know, when I heard In the Club, think about it, man. People don't realize how innovative In the Club was. It wasn't no other beat like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I remember when he came with the Crowd 2001, where they brought in the no hi-hats. Like, when I first heard these beats, and now hi-hats in them. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it was dope, though. I'm like, oh, he's letting the groove breathe more. I feel it. Like, he always would do stuff no matter what. And, you know, you can go back to G-Funk or whatever, where you'd be like, ain't nobody doing this. This ain't been done. You know what I'm saying? But when I heard Kush, it's kind of like, Dre, y'all did that a million times, but like...
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
But,
you know what I'm saying? What can you...
But
like you said, I mean, you know, we still gonna support that, though, to the death, though. I mean, you know, especially if you're a Dre supporter, you definitely gonna hold it down. We got BlackJack and the TrackLordz right here on Team Dime Radio. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my boy Gav from the LBC on that wanna throw his hat into the arena. Gav, bro, go ahead.
Shit, what it do, my nigga?
Yeah. What's up with Gav?
But shit, yeah, I feel you on that Kush shit. Hey, but shit, Dr. Dre kind of fucked up on that shit. Just keeping it 100. You feel me, my nigga? Dre kind of dropped the ball he kind of dropped the ball on that song.
Yep. Everybody has their own opinions, man. You feel me?
I think that,
a lot of people would say that.
Yeah, but I think what happened though with that, like, on the real, is that shit leaked, and he got the right response from the right DJs, because that's what they're really looking for. Like Dre, man, like Interscope is not about to put out an album that ain't got the right support behind it. So out of all the stuff that leaked, a few DJs, a few right people, a few industry insiders like, I like that one. That's it, and that's what pushed them to go farther. Because you think about it, they tried to push the Jay-Z joint out first. I forgot what it was called, but everybody was like, "Boo, nope, get out of here with that." You know what I'm saying? So, Kush just got a better initial response from the, because I heard it on the radio. Like, I never heard the Jay-Z joint on the radio, but I heard Ron and them playing the Kush. You know what I'm saying? Big Boy in L.A. was playing the Kush. Like, think about it. That song was getting played to a certain extent, whereas them other songs never got played. So I think they felt like, hey, this one is gathering momentum. Well, let's up the ante. Let's shoot a video. Let's shoot a high-powered video with the stop-motion animation. Let's just go hard with it. But ultimately, even the Dre fans is like, blood, nah.
They were like, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Like, for real. You know what I mean? No doubt. Like, one of the things, especially when it comes to the music business and just the evolution of it all, is like, everybody's kind of, especially nowadays, you always get the comparisons from, it ain't nothing better than the 90s. And ever since this decade, this 2010 decade, is kind of like came and went, everybody's kind of searching for a reason to still kind of stay to this point right now. Now, is there anybody right now, currently, 2011, that you see in I'm talking about mainstream media, that you say, hey, you know what, this person is going to ride that ship, and I see a legend in the making, or some legendary stuff from this person?
I can't. Let me. That's a hard question, man.
Hey, Black. Hey, you already know, bro. If you got to stutter and stop, then that means.
No, man. It's a lot of artists out there, but you know what it is, though. On the real, this is my opinion. It ain't even really the artist per se. It's the A&Rs. It's the people behind these people, man. We got so many people that want to be stars, that behind the scenes, that they, like, perfect example, I was talking to my homeboy about this. Like, you take Puff, for instance. When Puff wasn't trying to be a rapper or artist, he was hard on the people around him. He tried to he pushed them and made them great. But when he had to step up and be an artist too, he had to back up off what he expected from his artist, because now you got to do it too. So everything you telling me that I got to do, the heights of success that I got to reach, the heights of lyricism and performance that I got to reach, you got to do it too. So then you be like, well, he ain't got to be that damn good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go that. You ain't got to be that, because you only gonna put it so far as where you could reach. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people, man. I ain't gonna name no names, but a lot of people set the arts up to fail because it's more about them. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's going on in the music industry, man. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? And when you got to think about it, man, like, this is the era where you actually would know you'll see certain A&Rs, and they be at the parties too. You'll see a picture be on these blogs, you'll be like, oh, this is so-and-so. This is such and such. He's so-and-so, he's such and such. Back in the day, it wasn't about that. A&Rs and the people behind the scenes, they stood behind the scenes, man, and that was their job, was to make sure that the people in the forefront, kind of like what you was talking about earlier, the people in the forefront could shine. But everybody wants to be, and the reason why it becomes a problem, make a long story short, the reason why it becomes a problem is that, so if you're A&R and you're trying to be the hit A&R, you can't sign an artist that's not hip. You know what I'm saying? You can't sign an artist. You got to put Gucci Mane on a single. Remember they tried to put Gucci Mane on everybody's single, and it never worked?
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, Gucci Mane is not that type of artist. You know what I'm saying? Usher, put Gucci Mane on it. Whoever, put Gucci Mane on it. Put Gucci Mane, because I'm trying to shine. I'm trying to be in the video. I'm not going to take risks. The A&R and the people that behind the scenes supposed to be the risk takers. They're supposed to be the keepers of the music. You know what I'm saying? And no, the A&R used to be like, hey, this one, I'm going to find producers that work for your sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if Amy Winehouse was from America, you know what I'm saying? They took her voice and said, you need to sing over Swiss Beats music or something. Like, it's inevitable that they would have not let her be the artist that she is. You know what I'm trying to say? But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Black, you brought something up that's important to me again when it comes to this business. It's like, you remember back in the day, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, when you had, let's just say, that Death Row sound. You had that Death Row sound, you had that Dre, you had that Snoop, you had that Dog Pound, that Rage, that RBX, that Warren G. You had that family where they just, you know, basically stayed in their lane. You didn't have, it wasn't oversaturated where it's just like, you know, they didn't monopolize the market like everybody wanted to have that specific sound, or they jumped on everybody's album or something like that. And now, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, bro, like, it just seemed like everybody want Nicki Minaj on the hook, or you know, they want a 16 from Drake, or you know what I mean? Like, everybody wants that, and to me it kills the sacredness, I feel, like, if that's even a word of how music was supposed to be back then. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over here making up words and shit, but I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, that's what you said is so real, blood, because I remember, like I said, going back to the old days. I hate to be an old fuddy-duddy, but it's the truth. When I was working on my compilation for Tommy Boy, we reached out to Andre 3000. And that fool said no. He said, I ain't going to be on it. But he gave me a real gangster reason. He was like, because I don't know you. And he was like, and if I do a song with you, it's like I'm endorsing you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what, I can't do that. I'm only going to do songs with people. Now, of course, at this point, I'm paraphrasing and extending his argument. He didn't say all of this, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I got a certain musical integrity that I have to maintain. You know what I'm saying? And you a loose cannon. I don't know what the hell y'all over there doing. I don't know if I like it, if I don't like it. And and I got my own career. I don't need your little bit of, you know, if you can give me some money or with a trade beats. I don't need none of that. I got my own beats. I don't need your money. I'm doing fine. No, thank you. And you know what, Blunt? I never begrudged that dude for that. I liked him more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel you, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have integrity. And these artists nowadays, they don't really have any musical integrity. Like, they'll do a song, like, you know, like Soulja Boy is hot. Well, he ain't hot no more, but when he was hot, like, you have a credible artist or a credible singer will go get Soulja Boy on their record. And you know damn well that boy can't rap. You know damn well, you know that boy cannot rap, and he's not going to lend anything to this song. He's not going to make it better, not even a little bit. But because it's Soulja Boy, he's going to get on that record. You know what I'm saying? Same thing we talking about with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane's on these records, period. You know what I'm saying? It could be Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston had a single dropping during that period. They were going to slap Gucci Mane on it if they could.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where everything gets all hazy. It's like, what am I? Back to the original point. Why should I be a fan of you? What am I being a fan of? You don't got no integrity. You gonna do whatever. You gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing a damn Pepto-Bismol commercial, sit on a toilet if the money's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what these artists do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Gotta, you know, no is not a bad word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's something like my grandma told me a long time ago, man, all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's the truth, because you can sacrifice your career for short-term dough. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some artists should do it, though. Like, not to contradict my own self, but if you kind of suck and you know you suck, and you like, if you one of these little flim-flam artists that only have one record that work, and you know you probably ain't gonna have another record, blah 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 blah, then do whatever the hell you do. But if you feel in your heart you're a true artist, and you feel like you got a voice and you got something to give to this world, man, be careful what you do.
You know what's funny? Before we run another track from you, bro, now I know you probably got your ear to the music street, so you probably know this. But you know Anita Baker, she about to come out with another album, right?
I didn't even know that.
Oh, wow. I got something before BlackJack. What? All right, here's the deal. Anita Baker's coming out with a new album. Real talk, though. No, this is not a rumor. It's true talk. You know what I'm saying? And some of her collaborations, to me, is another thing that kind of worries me, too, because I know she's trying to get caught up into the 2011s, and she's trying to, really kind of get her, her stay current, I guess. You know what I mean? But she's reaching out, collaborating with Snoop, Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? I kid you not. I am putting this on Everything I Love. That's really her list of people that's gonna be on her album. You know what I mean? And there's I think there's a few more. But what I'm saying to say to that is she don't need that. Her legend is already there. Like she could do an album with no collaborations whatsoever, and she still will win her fan base over. Like she don't need to win these young fans over because if the young fans, because check it out, if the young fans really appreciated what she is, then they would go backwards, listen to what she did and how her legend was built, and then they'd be like, you know what, we fucking with you. This is how we go. Right. You know what I mean? And to me, I think that's, I'm a big Anita Baker fan, and when I heard that, bro, I was like, wow.
Well, I agree with you. I
feel like to expand on what you're saying, like not only does she not need that, that's going to hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is, she never, like, nobody can get everybody anyway. Like, so, like, if you're an artist and you come into the situation saying, like, well, I'm gonna try to get all the little kids and all the old people and all the college students and all. How the hell? What kind of music is that? Like that music don't exist on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It happens sometimes, like with a Michael Jackson, or you know what I'm saying. Or there's times where the worlds collide and it takes everybody by storm. But generally, 9 times out of 10, that ain't gonna happen. And like you said, she has a big, strong enough fan base of making solid. She would be better off making solid traditional R&B and serving the market, serving that market, than trying to play around with this Snoop, Lil Wayne. Come on, man. Yeah, that's not gonna work because some of her, not a lot of them, but some of her fans are gonna be turned off by that. Some of the older people of her age, they don't want to hear Lil Wayne. They don't want to hear Snoop. They don't listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
The words right out of my mouth, brother.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying, like, I know my mom is a big Anita Baker fan, and she don't like rap. You know what I'm saying? Never have. Even when I was making...
She about to have a fit, boy. She about to have a fit. She is about to have a fit, BlackJack. Boy, she about to... Wait, what? Snoop?
Yeah, and she gonna blame it on me. She gonna be like, yeah, see?
We got BlackJack and the TrackLordz on Team.Radio. We gonna run another track and we gonna come back. Well, this man's resume is super thick. BlackJack, TrackLordz in the building. Your man Brandon on Team.Radio alongside DJ Vito V, and you listeners out there turned up heavy. I love the emails. Keep sending them over, and I'll make sure I forward them over to my homie right here. You know what I mean? Nice, positive fan emails, which is coming in, which is real dope, bruh. So, you know what I mean? You got that nice, good fan base, man. That's always heavy. So props, man.
Hey,
props.
I just tripped, man. We on the internet. I could cuss and shit. I've been holding back all my cuss words.
You don't have to,
wait, come on, man. You've been hearing me go off, bro. You've been hearing me. Not only that, you've been hearing your tracks playing right now. Wait a minute.
That's what reminded me. So I'm like, wait a minute, they playing the cussing and shit. So this last segment, you're gonna hear a barrage of bullshit going on.
You stupid, bro. You know, like, hey, he put on his mainstream media hat for the people. Now he about to come smooth the fuck off the night, boy. He about to say, yeah.
Internet radio is the future, man. You know, that's what everybody should actually dial into, man. Fuck the mainstream radio stations, man.
Yeah, fuck that. Hey, fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck the mainstream.
My dude, boy, you crazy, man. Hey, I'm gonna put in my girl from the A13 that want to say what's happening to the panel of people in the building. Team Dot Radio, Brad, DJ Vito V, and the guest of honor, BlackJack and the TrackLordz. What's happening, baby?
Hey.
Yo.
How you doing?
Come on, girl. You know I'm good. It's a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? Ill show. You know what I mean? We reaching across everywhere, worldwide, baby. You know what I mean? I know you out there in Florida just holding me down, so I appreciate you always.
Always. I'm bored, actually. So.
You bored?
Yeah, I'm bored as hell.
You got any questions
gonna be
for
bored?
TrackLordz, man? BlackJack? You got any questions for what's his name? BlackJack, correct?
Yeah.
I'm not
You got any questions for him, man?
In the future, do you have like a collabo list?
Do I have a collabo coming, you said?
Collabo list, like, do you have like any artists you want to work with in the future?
I would want to work with? I would like to work with Rick Ross. You know, I'm a big fan of Ross as far as he seems to be one of the cats that loves to put actual music into his songs. So, you know, I definitely would, you know, like to work with Ross. And, you know, the usual suspects, Drake and whatever. You know, I'm not a hater, man. I just want to get in the studio with anybody that's a serious artist that tries, that cares. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, you know, Drake, you know, Ross, whoever, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Currency, too. The young dude that's coming up, Currency.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. You know, it's a few people, you know what I'm saying? You know.
I mean, I know you did the All on Me track with Jimmy Rain. Like, as far as on the R&B side, like, you know, is there anybody, you know, doesn't necessarily have to be mainstream, but, you know, blending in the two, mainstream or people, you know, in the underground, as far as on that tip, anybody you want to work with?
I mean, you know, it might sound crazy, man, but one of my favorite artists, my favorite albums I heard in a while was Amy Winehouse's album. You know, she crazy.
Okay.
You know, I ain't gonna say she crazy, but you know, even though, you know, so I'm a big fan of Amy Winehouse, man. I love that. I love her voice and what she do.
She's a legend,
yeah, you know, and you know, even we talked about Chrisette Michele earlier, man. Like I said, I think she has a great voice. Jasmine Sullivan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would love to get to work with those artists and give them something that you know, my vision, and to see how it turned out, and see if it would work or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely love singers that can sing. You know, as far as singers, why, you know, like I'm a fan of singers like that. You know, Music Soul Child, D'Angelo. You know, that type of singing. You know, I listen to Trey Songz and them and Chris Brown and all that. I listen to those records, but you know, I wouldn't necessarily view it in the same way as I view the other cats, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, anybody like that, you know, Jill Scott, you know, I would love to try to put a twist on what they're doing, like, you know, and you know, because I think a lot of them artists went too far with the neo soul, like to the point where it wasn't really mainstream. You know what I'm saying? You had to be either a hip hop dude or a neo soul lover just to mess with it. But they had but you know, I always looked at it like, you know, if you think about it, we sample or flip soul records and make those mainstream. And so we could use that same process of, you know, incorporating the soul but still make it new. You know what I'm saying? Still make it something accessible to the youth. You know what I'm saying? And to, you know, mainstream radio. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something I would love to do.
You know my thing, and I'm gonna throw some names out there, bro. Like, to me, it's like, you know, and I ain't just saying this because, you know, I've been a fan of your work for a while, but, you know, I can see something as far as a production thing done with, you know, the people I really care about as far as in this music business. Like, it would be dope to see a TrackLordz, Mary J. Blige collaboration of some sort. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That would be ill. You know what I'm saying?
Funny, though? Like, you know, it's like, not to interrupt you, but that when we did the Can't Go beat that Jimmy Rain killed the hook on, that's actually what I was thinking about when we flipped that. I'm gonna keep it real. We flipped that from the Mac. That's a scene, like that music was playing during the Mac, you know what I'm saying? But not exactly that way. Like they was playing, I think, like some strings or like a whole different instrumentation or whatever. And we flipped it around and used like a harp and put a horn of, like, you know, it's like 60% original with a spice of the Mac up in there. But when we first made that beat, I was like, I could hear Mary J. Blige on this. And it was crazy because when we had gave it to Jimmy and them, I was like, you know, make it emotional. And I think I referenced that saying, you know, something like a Mary J. Blige or something like that or whatever. And she killed it. She came right with that. That's funny because that's, you know, I would love to work with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And another artist, too, you know, you got to, you know, grasp Bay roots, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Keisha Cole would be dope, too, you know what I'm saying? Collaboration of some sort, you know what I mean? So,
love to.
Now, I can see that happen. I mean, mainly because to me, especially in Keisha's lane, like, you know what I mean? I just think that would be real ill, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, to see that happen. So, you know, that's my little wish.
She's street, you know what I'm saying? She got that gangster, even though she's a singer, she's still kind of gangster though. It's still kind of raw and rugged. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, that's nothing. You know,
she mellowed out somewhat now that, you know, she mellowed out somewhat now that she, you know, about to get married and got a kid. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's still that ruggedness is still to me. She's just like, you know, her, like Mary J and Keisha's just like, you know, parallel. You know what I mean? As far as the, you know. They got some memorable classic music, you know what I mean? So, you know, that would be dope. But on the hip hop side,
you know, what I would like to see,
you haven't did any collaborations with hold on. You haven't had any collaborations with Yuck yet?
When he was with the Loonies, he was on my album. I did a song with them called On the Slender.
I remember that one.
On Tommy Boy. Yeah, so not since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Vito.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I would definitely like to see you work with some underground artists, you know, like, you know, there's a lot of them out there, man. There's like the Grind Family, you know, Mayday, which we heard on Monday nights, Yuck Mouth, Smoke a Loud Radio. And there's a few of them, man. You know, our whole camp, man, I would like to see you work with Branded, you know, and everybody in the that's trying to do the thing, you feel me? That's trying to make money, and that's trying to just keep this music basically to excellence. You feel me?
Yeah. No. I mean, it's like we real cool, like cool people, man. Like, you know, me and the other dude, Jake Gunner, that's in TrackLordz, man. Like, we talk to cats, man. We hang out, we vibe, see where it goes. Like, I love music. You feel me? So, you know, I'm a cat, man. You know, cats got studio sessions or whatever. You know, I come through, slide through, see what's going on. See, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And you know, I don't look at it like it's not just business to me, man. It's you know, like, you know, entertainment is fun. I love music. You know what I'm saying? I love to come across young cats that because, you know, that's where the inspiration is gonna come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time when you get excited, when I get excited now about music, it's from somebody who I ain't heard. Like, even when Drake was underground and nobody really knew who he was, I was more excited about him then than now. You know what I'm saying? So
the classic.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear your beats, man. You know, I want you to hear Shaq beats and tell me what you think, man, because I definitely can't wait to listen to your stuff tonight. You know, when you get all, you know, give all your information to the listeners and everything. That's gonna be what's up, though.
I mean, you heard his beats. These couple of tracks that we played is definitely, you know, his imprint. So, you know what I'm saying? People definitely need to, you know, support this dude and what this dude is doing with his music. And like I said earlier, man, this dude got a thick resume. So, you know, people definitely need to pay attention and appreciate it. You dig? So, you know, as far as you know, you got Twitter, Facebook, you know, contact information as far as you can give out to the masses. You know, inquiry minds want to know, son.
Well, I mean, you know, we got the old school MySpace. And, you know, if you're still on MySpace, you know, MySpace, you know, whatever, TrackLordz, you know, on Twitter it's TrackLordz1, at TrackLordz1. TrackLordz1. Facebook, that's my personal Facebook, so I ain't giving that out. But
hey, you got a sound clip, man.
Huh?
You got a sound clip?
Sound clip? Nah. I ain't really got into that kind of stuff yet. Like, I think that's where my my age comes in at. I need to get off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I always be leery about just having beats just posted up, having people just rapping over them, doing whatever they want to do to them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can just sell them, man. If I was an artist, have to give them out as free samples, dude. You can just sell the beats themselves. You know, you don't even have to do that.
But, I mean, no, I dig that. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's just, I just have a older cast mentality when it comes to stuff like that. Because if I was an artist, and I know that most people don't think like me, so I feel y'all already before y'all even go into that. But most people, I wouldn't want that beat. I wouldn't want a beat that everybody else could rap to or freestyle or have songs to all over the country that could possibly go into the same A&Rs or end up on mixtapes. And, I want something for me. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Since I have that mentality, I try to work with, I try to keep myself and what I do exclusive to the people that I'm working with. If I'm working with you and your artist, ain't nobody else going to have that unless you give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, whoever, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like I said, I know that's an old school mentality. I know that, but that's just my thing. Is like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm such a weirdo perfectionist when it comes to stuff like that. I always hear my music and we want to change it any damn way. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I never could give out music till I really have to. Like, everybody who works with us will tell you that I get on their damn nerves with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't get the beat. Like, I give you like a scratch of beat, and you won't get the full beat until it's absolutely have to. I'll be listening to it over and over again. Like, man, should I change that snare? Should I change this kick? Should I change? I'm just like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your Twitter one more time, bro?
It's TrackLordz1.
You said TrackLordz1
at TrackLordz.
Yeah.
All right, TrackLordz. All right, you just got Brand following you right now. So I just sent you that good message right now. So people need to definitely follow this guy at TrackLordz1. Follow my man now. Support this dude in his movement. You know what I mean? So everybody that's on my little follow list on Twitter, make sure y'all go ahead and follow the dude right now. Not now, but right now. You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? As we get ready to wrap this up, bro, like I said, man, you came and shedded a lot of light. You kind of motivated me, man. Like, I was kind of feeling depressed after taking a look at that, at the way them album sales and all these opinions and stuff like that about the industry, bro. Like, you done came in and, you know what I'm saying, rejuvenated me on a stretch like that. But I feel like, people like yourself, Vito, and Gab, and all these people listening right now, like, it's time that we bring we bring back that honest art form that is music, because you got so many people that is down and depressed about just kind of like just the state of music, and people starting to not care no more. So change that opinion and that attitude, and try to become better than what you portray yourself to be. So, it's all about leaving a legacy at the end of the day, right? I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I agree with you 1,000%, brother.
Yeah, 5,000%, man. You need to play some more TrackLordz, dude, because I need to get a feel for what they got, man. I'm actually going to buy a couple albums of what they got.
Check it out, though.
Man,
why don't you go to dust off your MySpace, son, and go to myspace.com/TrackLordz and get a dose, baby. You know what I mean?
You got any more on the switchboard, man, besides the couple you play?
Huh?
You got any more on the switchboard besides the ones you play?
We got the two that we just played. You forgot them two already, man? They don't ring in your head,
No.
boy.
You got any more besides those two, man? That's what.
We all in the joint with Freeway and J-Rock is on there.
There you go.
Can't Go video. The video that we did is on there on my MySpace. Check out the video. We in there a little bit. It's more stuff on there.
Vito,
No,
dust off your MySpace.
So we
Vito,
can play
Vito,
some more
do
for
this.
the listeners
Vito,
actually tonight.
Vito,
you know,
check it out.
More on the switchboard,
Vito.
What's good? What's good?
Listen, Vito, listen. Dust off your MySpace.
Yeah, I know,
Go
man.
to MySpace.com.
I want to hear it on the
MySpace.com. Wait, MySpace.com /TrackLordz. TrackLordz. Let's do that.
I heard it.
Dumb.
Let's do that.
Oh.
Hey, BlackJack. Hey, BlackJack. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Man,
Hey,
make sure you come. Huh?
Thank you for having me on the show, man. Like I said, you got my number now. You know, we're gonna keep in contact.
Oh, yeah, you got mine, too. So, you know what I mean? That text message already came through. And not only that, follow your boy on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, you know, it's just hit me on there. Like I said, man, anything that we could do on this station, we got you, baby. You know what I mean? I appreciate everything that you do. Like I said, just keep doing you. And like I said, man, I've been inspired since day one. And that train not going to stop, bruh. So just keep it up.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Have a good one. Have a good one.
All right, y'all. Good talk.
That is BlackJack of the TrackLordz Team Down Radio. We got about 14 minutes.
Nexxlegacy.